what we want to do now is provide the opportunity for you to ask these folks some questions, because I think you've heard from what they said that they approach these issues from different perspectives, but they all have a number of things in common. Ohio is one of them. The future of energy, how we use it, how we generate it, is another. They are innovators. They are the people who are looking ahead, which is what we all need to do. So I hope you all are thinking of some questions, but while you do that, I'm going to start off by asking one. And I know this goes to the mission of the organization as well. Kathy Kalfo spoke this morning about the passage of national climate legislation. We all know that the House passed a bill in June of last year. The Senate is considering legislation at the present time. Why is that important for companies like yours in Ohio? Are those mics on? Why don't we just try using those then, yeah. Who wants to start? Can you take it off now? Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Technology is a wonderful thing.
Sorry for that. I guess I'd touch on 2 points to start with. And what you heard throughout the panelists as we introduced ourselves is that as young growing companies who would like to make and sell product, we sure would like there to be a market that wants to buy that product. And so the formation of a national policy that is supported with many, many good reasons that drives our market to both be created and increase the take-up rate for our products is obviously very important to us. But a layer behind that is potentially more important, and that is, I don't know the experiences of the folks up here, but I know our experience as a company. And we get the privilege on a daily and weekly basis, we were talking about this a little bit, of talking to investors. And we get the privilege of talking to potential investors. And I will tell you that there is a very, very significant interest in the investment community that the issue of an energy bill that will apply uniformly in the United States, across the country, that be adopted or that there's clarity brought to that issue is very important to them, because they're talking about putting tens of millions of dollars into companies just like ours, and before they're able to fully evaluate, whether that's a good bet for them, they need to understand that legislation. They need to understand what that landscape is going to look like. So both from the standpoint of helping create a demand that I think most of us think is worthwhile, and for the purpose of giving the private investment community, which is necessary to the formation and development of companies like ours, some sense of future and the landscape. Again, those are both two important reasons.
I would like to add that I can remember vividly the first energy crisis, and it's really surprising to me that 30 years later we as a nation still don't have a national energy policy in place. So, and I think that given the likelihood that energy will be the driver of this economy, going forward in the 21st century, I think we would be remiss as a country to not embrace this and do everything we can to become a leader. I don't think we are the leader. And I think there truly is what is often referred to as a triple bottom line. I think it's going to be good for the economy, it's going to be good for the environment, and I think it'll be good for our national security.
Anybody else want to chime in there? I'm going to look to the audience, and if you don't have any more, I have